Tune in this month on the Cutter Historical YouTube channel, as September will be a September to remember, as many sports will be broadcast. Baseball, we have the OTP Legends League Season 4 alongside PC Replay Baseball at times. It's the pennant stretch. Above the Rim College Hoops, the 64 best teams through the 16 tournaments that I pre-done will be set up, and a tournament winner must be held. Second and 10 PC football, as college football on Saturday and NFL on Sunday. 128 team single elimination battles will commence. Stone Cold Hockey, we will talk about the 1981-82 season set and a playthrough there. Cutter top 10 sports videos on major sports, baseball, basketball, football, hockey, and a few others. ASG Golf goes Canadian as all four tours head to Glen Abbey in Oakville for weekend battles. NHL 94 Emulator mods, as ROMs will be set up of different national teams and different NHL formats. Of course, chat about boxing. We'll have a grand tournament of winners from Legends of Boxing and much, much more. It's the Cutter Historical YouTube channel for September. Don't miss it. And now back to your feature presentation. Hey there, how there, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome to a PC Replay Baseball special presentation. It is a tribute game, and it is to the tribute to Davey Johnson of the New York Mets. Well, he was a Baltimore Orioles icon, winning 2 titles as a player, and a New York Mets legend, being the manager of the powerful 1986 Mets, who won 108 games. So Davey Johnson, born January 1943, died September 2025. Pretty much a second baseman for the Orioles. And all that. You see his stats and all that. So his playing career, he signed with the Orioles as an amateur free agent before the draft system started. He made the Orioles out of spring training, but after doing badly in the early part of the season, he was sent back to AAA. And then Davey Johnson was playing for the 66 Orioles and had limited playing time until Baltimore traded J.D. Uriadere to the White Sox. Then, see, his position, Davey Johnson actually ended up finishing third in Rookie of the Year voting. And for the next 8 seasons, he was a full-time starter. He helped the Orioles make 4 Super Bowls. 4 World Series, 66, 69, 70, and 71, wearing rings in 66 and 70. 69, of course, was the year they lost to the Mets, the Miracle Mets. In 71, they fell to Pittsburgh in Game 7 to Steve Blass. He was actually a Gold Glove winner 3 times, and Mark Ballinger won the honor in 69 and 71, actually making him one of the few middle infield duels to have won the honor in the same season. Brooks Robinson also had his Gold Glove thing because he had 16 straight Gold Gloves. Upon being replaced by Bobby Grich at second base, they decided Baltimore needed a catcher, so they traded Davey alongside Pat Dobson, Johnny Oates, and Roderick Harrison to Atlanta for Earl Williams and Taylor Duncan, because Earl Williams was a good hitter. But the joke was on Baltimore after Davey Johnson put up 40 home runs, 40-plus home runs for the first time ever, and actually had 42 home runs as a second baseman, tying Roger Hornsby's record for single-season home runs by a second baseman. The 43rd was actually as a pinch hitter. Darrell Evans and Hank Aaron also hit 40 home runs, making the 73 Braves the first team to have 3 40 home run guys. 4 games into the 1975 season, the Braves decided to dump him off. But the joke was on them because Davey Johnson went to Japan to play for the Yomiuri Giants. Basically, the Yomiuri Giants are kind of like the New York Yankees. A great team, but fans kind of hate them. Anyway, Davey Johnson was the first Giants foreign player in a lot of years and faced a lot of pressure to perform in Japan because Japan baseball is a lot different than baseball in North America. He struggled and incurred the wrath of the Giants manager, Chigo Nakashima, who was a legend. Anyway, despite playing much better, the Giants didn't allow him to continue after 1976 and prevented him from signing with any other Japanese team. So he went to the States, signing with the Philadelphia Phillies. He was a utility infielder and helped the Phillies get to the NL East title and a NLCS against the Dodgers. In 1978, he actually had two Grand Slams as a pinch hitter, becoming the first guy to do so. And four other bat players, Mike Ivy, Darryl Strawberry, Ben Broussard, and Brooks Conrad, did that feat. Philly would draft him to the Cubs, and he played the last 24 games of his career before retiring. Then he would be allowed to manage the Miami Amigos in AAA. It was a team of released and undrafted players, and the Inter-American League actually folded into its only season. Then he went to the Mets organization, and in 1984, the Mets paid him manager, and he won 90 games each of his first 5 seasons, the first NL manager to do so, and of course, won in the '86 World Series. He summed up his approach to management by saying, "I treated my players like men. As long as they won for me on the field, I don't give a flying you know what they did otherwise." And the Mets flourished. Strawberry was coming up big. They acquired Keith Hernandez from St. Louis. Dwight Gooden was a big call up, which actually worked out. Gary Carter got traded from the Expos to the Mets, and the Mets put up 108 wins, which was the best in the majors. And only the second time the Mets hit the century mark. The only other time was 1969. They were so close to winning the 1988 NLCS, but lost a game 7 to the Dodgers, who were on a Cinderella run. Davey was fired early in the 1990 season, but he put up 595 wins, the winningest manager in Mets history. Then, after 2 seasons out of baseball, he was hired by the Reds, and he revived the Reds. Since he could have won the NL Central, but if it wasn't for the damn player strike. And then in '95, they won the NL Central. However, Marchot was not too pleased with Davey Johnson and said he would not return in '96, regardless of how the Reds did, which was stupid. Because, the Reds were the NL Central champions. They won a trip to the NLCS against the Braves. Johnson and Schott could not, well, a lot of people said that Schott did not approve of Davey Johnson living with his fiancee before they were married. All of that. Davey was a decent guy, but but the Reds lost to the Braves in the NLCS. That was pretty much it. Then he went to Baltimore and had some great guys: Cal Ripken, Mike Mussina, Eddie Murray, and Roberto Alomar. The latter being picked up by the Blue Jays and would actually embarrass himself by spitting in Toronto. They won 88 games, but won the wild card. They beat the Cleveland Indians in the NLDS, and then in the ALDS, sorry, and then the ALCS they got taken up by the Yankees. Then in '97 they won 98 games, were the best team in the AL, and won the division. They took out the Seattle Mariners in the ALDS, and then in the ALCS against Cleveland, Cleveland got revenge for the previous year. But Davey Johnson and Peter Angelos never got along and all that. So anyway, there was problem. Davey Johnson was named AL Manager of the Year November 5th. Unfortunately, though, Angelos got rid of him. The Orioles would not have a winning season until 2012. That was basically the jinx of Peter Angelos because of the Davey Johnson thing. The Blue Jays almost got Davey Johnson to be manager before settling on Tim Johnson, which was actually a good thing with 88 wins, but a bad thing because he lied about his Vietnam stuff. So 2 years later, the Dodgers picked him up as manager for the '99 season. He won his 1,000th game as manager and would actually lose under 500. The Dodgers did take second place in the 2001 season. It was not enough to save his job. He would play international. He would be coaching in international baseball and all that. He was bench coach of the 2006 World Baseball Classic and managed the team in the 2009 World Baseball Classic. And then in 2006, Washington decided to hire him as a consultant. But by 2011, they needed him to be manager. Washington won 80 games that year. That was the best win total until his Well, since they moved from Montreal. But Davey helped the 2012 Nats win the division title, winning 98 games, the most wins in baseball, and everyone thought Washington baseball was back. Unfortunately, the Cardinals beat them in Game 5 of the NLDS, and a lot of Expo fans were smiling because obviously you know what Washington do well. It was the third time that Johnson led the team to the best record in the majors without leading them to the World Series. So anyway, he came back in 2013 to be manager and was named to 2012 Manager of the Year. Unfortunately, though, well, they won 86 games, finished second in the division. That was not a playoff spot, and he retired. So anyway, he held the club record for wins with 224 until Dave Martinez passed him. So anyway, yeah, Davey Johnson, 1,372 and 1,071 as a big league manager, 25 and 26 as a playoff guy, 4 times lost in LCS. The only time he won an LCS was in '86 when he won the World Series. He loved sabermetrics because he was a mathematics major at Trinity University. And Asian created computer printouts, but Earl Weaver hated them. So anyway, yeah, his future wife Susan, they met in 1993, and she had a deaf-blind son named Jake, and Johnson did it. Johnson's daughter Andrea was an amateur surfer in the 1980s, and Andrea died of septic shock. And in 2011, Jake died of pneumonia at age 34. Yikes. So he died in Sarasota, Florida, September 5th. So now you know about Davey Johnson. Now we will have this game. This is 70 Orioles and the 86 Mets playing each other. His best hitting team. Davey is playing second base alongside Buford, Ballinger, Robinson, Powell, Blair, Brooks, Redmond, and Hendricks. The DH rule is in effect in the 86 Mets. Dykstra, Baxman, Hernandez, Carter, Strawberry, Foster, Knight, Santana, Hojo. I don't know about George Foster. Part of me says no to George Foster and yes to Mookie Wilson. Baltimore, I don't have any complaints about. Yeah, and Hojo will play DH. I think that's a smart move. Yes. Murph Redmond, yes.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we invite you to rise.
Here we go. One game exhibition.
Replay Radio is live from New York. Top of the first.
I'm kind of doing it for the Mets fans and all that. Ron Darling, the starting pitcher, as decreed by PC Replay Baseball, will face Don Buford. Bat first. He will hit a single to center field. Is he done?
No outs, men on first. The defense is playing in at the corners.
While in Canada, we call him Belanger.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
Nice ball bunt. Ron sees this and flips the first Buford to second.
1 out, men on second.
There's F. Rob, Frank Robinson, a great guy that since he gave up because he was an old 30, he'll take a Rook. Since he really wooed that
1
position.
Out,
although they have the big red machine in 75. Here goes Boog. And he flies to center. Dykstra makes the catch. Buford holds.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Here's Paul Blair, center fielder. And get a base hit. And Buford will score. So Paul Blair gets an RBI single to make it 1-0.
2 outs, men on second and third.
Here comes Brooks, the human vacuum cleaner. And he'll walk. Darling has faltered beyond belief. Somehow.
2 outs, bases loaded.
Here's Marv Ritterman. He was made to be DH today. And he gets a base hit. One will score. Blair will score. So Ritterman gets 2 RBIs to make it 3-0.
2 outs, men on second and third.
Here's Ellie Hendricks, the catcher. And he flies to Strawberry. That's a 3rd out.
3 runs. 3 hits, and 2 left on. Bottom of the first.
Bottom of the first. So anyway, Mike Cuellar is your pitcher for the Orioles today. They'll face Lenny Dykstra, who a little bit better as Philly. First postseason exploits in '93 with the Phillies. Fair play. Is it an odd number? It is a foul out. There's a small chance to stay. It's a 4. It's a foul out to Davey Johnson.
1 out, bases empty.
Here's Backman, the second baseman. He flies to Robinson and right. It's 2 down.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here comes Keith Hernandez, the captain. And he grounds out Bellinger to Powell.
An easy inning to score. 1, 2, 3.
Lemon squeezy, 3 outs.
Top of the second.
Now here comes Davey Johnson, the hitter. He goes to center. Dykstra will have to hurt the ball. EHB. That means
No outs, man on second.
Sabermetrics says I gotta go with Randy Myers. So Randy Myers is a reliever, but I need him.
1 out, man on second.
Bellinger. He flies to left. Mookie makes the catch.
2 outs, man on second.
Here's our prop. Hits it to Hernandez. Stomps on first base himself.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Bottom of the second.
So we're gonna simulate until okay, so Davey Johnson on the bump, it's 3-0. Aguilera on the bump. Davey will to the left, so get another hit.
No outs, man on first.
Against Buford. He gets a single. So what's the mingo? What's the second? Davey may hold. Oh, it's a mistake. And Dykstra throws a 33, so it's a single and Davey to third.
No outs, men on first and third.
There's Bellinger.
The first baseman is playing
RBI.
in. He's going to lay down a bunt.
He's going to bunt. Have to bunt. Hernandez will let it foul.
No outs, men on first and third. The first baseman is playing in.
Bellinger. Hit to Blackburn. They'll get him at second. Possible double play. He's safe on the fielder's choice. Brent scores. So it's a RBI for Bellinger. If it was a double. If it was a.
1 out, man on first.
Yeah, if it was a double play, there would be no RBI. There's that Rob. And he grounds to Backman. He gets him out. Oh, it's a double play. I forgot that's one out. So 4-6.
1 run, 2 hits, and none left on. Bottom of the fourth.
So we'll simulate. Because we know Davey Johnson. Let's see there he is. Okay. A double and a single. Aguilera is on the bump and he's got to come out. Doug Sisk is going to come in. And he, nice, Davey to left, but Mookie makes the catch. Oh,
1 out, base is empty.
See him. Well, 2 runs, but Brooks, Redmond, Johnson's 4th up. Here's Sisk.
1 out, base is empty.
Redmond. He grounds out, Sisk flips it to Hernandez. 2 down.
2 outs, base is empty.
Here's Ellie. You will walk him, and I think that's the last batter for Sisk. Yes.
2 outs, men on first.
And we're going to go with Rick Anderson. Davey will single. And Hendricks will get the second and hang on. Why not?
2 outs, men on first and second.
Here's Buford. He grounds to Knight, and they'll get the third out.
No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left on.
By himself in the Mets too.
Bottom of the 7th.
Player to Hernandez. They just go deep. The Carter.
No outs, men on first.
Carter. Possible walk.
No outs, men on first and second.
Only set at 7. Strawberry. Hit or miss. A miss. Hernandez will hang on.
1 out,
Too short.
men on first and second.
Mookie. Get to Davey. He'll throw the first. Because those runs don't really matter. I mean, you get the sure out.
2 outs, men on second and third.
And all you gotta do is beat Ray Knight. And it works. Cuellar flips the Powell, so Cuellar gets out of the
No
Mets.
runs, 1 hit, and 2 left on. Top of the 8th.
Here comes Bellinger. And a base hit. Nicely done.
No outs, men on first.
Bellinger. F-Rob. Hits it to Santana. Double play. 6-4-3 money in the bank catching.
That's their second double play turn today. 2 outs, bases empty.
Here comes Boog. He doubles to left.
2 outs, man on second.
Here comes Blair. Hits it to Backman. He's out.
No runs, 2 hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 8th.
It's Ralphie Santana in the bottom of the 8th. Deep fly, but F-Rob makes the catch.
1 out, bases empty.
Ojo. Sahashib, strike 3.
2 outs, bases empty.
And strike strike.
Two outs, men on first.
Just back. Sahashib, strike 3.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on.
6-0. You might
Top
as well
of the 9th.
go out there for the 9th. They're up by 6. They're going to release the bench. Atchiburn's going to come in. Hit to Santana, and he out.
1 out, bases empty.
Redmond does have a 2 RBI single. But again, they're up by 6. Chico Salmon's going to come in. It's Chico time. Hits it to Santana, and he's out. So it's 2. Will
2 outs,
Davey
bases
Johnson
empty.
get another at bat? Ellie Hendricks. And it's going to be Kurt Mulden. Hits it to Santana, and he's out. So Davey Johnson cannot get in the bat in the
It's a
9th.
1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 9th.
6-0. Third base will now be taken over by Bobby Gritch. And behind the plate, you've got yourself Clay Dipero. So Clay Dipero will play catcher. Hernandez, Carter, and Strawberry. They're down 6-0, but Davey Johnson wants to finish in style. How about the Davey? Got him. Well, Davey, the
One out, base is
player,
empty.
is trying to screw over Davey, the manager. Carter. Hits the Davey again. Close play at first. Very close play, maybe. What do you see?
One out, man on first.
It's okay, it happens. For Strawberry. Deep fly to right. Efron makes the catch, so.
Two outs, man on first.
Here comes Mookie. And he flies to the left. That plays it. The Philip Brewers, Mike Cuellar throws a shutout.
Baltimore wins the game easily.
Royals score more runs.
From all of us at
The
Replay
86 Mets
Games,
have hits.
thanks for playing.
Cuellar is your MVP. So Davey Johnson, 3 for 4. He crossed the plate once. 4 putouts, 5 assists, meaning he was responsible for putting 4 guys out. And then 5 assists. Like throwing and all that. Well, you got a double and 2 singles. Right? 4 bases. Robinson got into 2 double plays. RBIs, no RBIs by him. Vetterman had 2 RBIs. 3 for 18 with runners in scoring position for Baltimore at 11 left on base, but they still won the game. Darlene Myers, Aguilera, Siskin, Ricky Anderson. And Davey Anderson, the player, beat Davey Johnson, the manager, 6-0, and proved how good they really, really are. But rest in peace, Davey Johnson. I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.